So Noah, just the first couple days in, how's it feel to be back?
This is great. We've been grinding for a couple months now, getting acclimated to the new staff. But the honeymoon phase is over. We're finally on the field, getting to work. So it's been a great first 2 days, and looking forward to 13 more practices in 1 more month.
Although it's been very short, just 2 practices, what have you learned in terms of the communication with Coach Favors and just, talking to him and figuring things out and just learning from a new voice?
It's great. Coach Babers and Coach Lau, our quarterback coach. Those are two guys that I spent a lot of time with since they got here, and whether that's in the facility or on the field, it's been great to have their coaching, to have their advice on the field. They're great coaches. Obviously, they've been around the game for so long, and they've been successful at the highest level. So, having them as coaches, having them as people, it's been great. I'm looking forward to what the future holds.
I've heard Coach Babers is very military minded. You kind of get that sense?
Yeah, he's an interesting guy for sure, and I could kind of see the military part of him. But great guy, great coach, and we're excited for him to lead us.
It's early, but like the verbiage and stuff like that, what's the biggest difference? What are the similarities?
There's a lot of similarities, and you got to give them a lot of credit because they're coming into a team where we had a lot of returners. So they took a lot of our terminology, a lot of our verbiage, and try to combine it with San Jose's and also with Coach Babers. So they did a great job kind of allowing us to implement this new offense and terminology. And then now we're just getting used to the new coaching points, getting used to their style of coaching. And it's been, like I said, it's been great. We're still learning, a long way to go.
Sure, it's nice as a quarterback having 4 out of the 5 offensive linemen come back.
It's great, man. It's a blessing, and you can go down the list. We got a great offensive line. We got a great offense in general, and it makes my job easy. So, like I said, there's a lot to look forward to.
Jonah, for you, how different is it with the new voice at the offensive line coach and just hearing his voice? How is that relationship like, and how's that moving along?
Oh yeah, ever since he's been here, we try to connect more. I knew Coach O since high school, sophomore. He recruited me when he was in San Jose. So when I heard that he got the job, we immediately connected right there.
Coach O mentioned that you guys do some fun things off the field, like you watch some UFC fights. Can you talk about some of the relationship between you and Coach O with the rest of the line?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Just like the relationship that you have with Coach O and
Yeah.
the rest of the line off the field. Like you mentioned that you guys do some fun things.
Oh yeah, so we had a O-line bond, I think last week when they had 2 weeks ago when they had the UFC. We had that get together, and then this past week we had another get together before spring ball.
So Noah, how would you describe what the last, 8 months have been like for you, just from the time that you were thrown in the game at Stanford up to this point?
Yeah, it's definitely it's been a real fun ride. I've told a lot of people that this year feels a lot different. It is a lot different than the last 2 years, in my opinion, going to spring ball. Just from a leadership standpoint, having a lot of guys look to me for questions, to have answers, and it's a blessing, and it's something that I don't take lightly. But it's been real fun. But like I said, we're not even close to where we want to be, and we have 13 practices to get closer, and then a couple months until fall camp and season.
I guess this might be a question for both you guys, but there was a lot of uncertainty with guys like you. What would you guys do? Would you follow Coach Fish? Would you maybe go somewhere else? What were the conversations like amongst the players, and what was that like being able to kind of come together and come back one more time?
Oh yeah, when we heard that, it was a sad moment in our time of our lives, but we had to get together as a team, as a whole, and kind of talk with the boys. 2 years ago, this program, we built it together. So we kind of talked to the boys. There's no reason to leave what we built, and try to continue this and keep it moving forward.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I would just say I'm a believer, so I believe that God allows everything to happen for a reason, and I was raised to believe that He doesn't make mistakes. So I see it as an opportunity for us to come together. The team came together. A lot of player-run meetings where a lot of individual conversations, and at the end of the day, we all made our individual decision. But I think we've grown a lot closer from it.
Jonah, you moved to right tackle last year. How's it been just kind of coming back, playing at the position that you played at a year ago, and how do you think Raymond is transitioning into the left tackle spot?
I'm still outside right now, but moving back inside last year against Oklahoma, It made it easier because of how I was a one-on-one outside. It was kind of I'm on the island, so moving back inside. The space is small. I can move a little bit quicker. But Raymond, I feel like he's been improving. He's coming back from a little tweak on his hammy, but he should be fine this spring.
And then Noah, how would you describe kind of Raymond's progress in the last year?
He's done great, and he dealt with a couple injuries to start off his freshman season, but seeing him attack the rehab, attack the work, and then when he got his opportunities, really seizing it and taking advantage of it. He comes. I mean, you could talk about the whole offensive line. They have a real great work ethic, and it's a group as a whole, from meetings to workouts in the weight room, on the field. They're the guys that bring all the joy, all the energy to our offense. They're the one that really make it go. So speaking of Raymond, speaking of Jonah, you go down the list, Baker, Wowo, Deuce, and all these other guys. They've done a great job coming in and just really setting the standard of what we want this offense to look like.
Jonah, how would you describe the experience in the last couple of years of studying a guy like Jordan Morgan, and what's it been like kind of watching him go through this process of getting ready for the draft, assuming you're going to be in a similar position next year?
It went great seeing Jordan. Someone like Jordan can move fast as a guy his size. It's been a great year for me because I watch NFL guys, but I mostly watch Jordan too because he's in the same group as me. So I try to mimic his game. So now that he's not here, I try to carry on his techniques and then pass it on to the younger guys.
And then NCAA or EA Sports is coming out with a college football game. Both you guys are opting in. How excited are you guys for it, and what have been the conversations like among the players?
I can't wait. I mean,
Yeah.
I was a big NCAA guy growing up. 14 was the last game I played with my little brother. So we're gamers. We like sport games the most. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. We used to create teams, obviously 99 overall, everything. So to not have to create a player anymore is pretty cool.
Jonah, is there a competition amongst the offense line in terms of who's going to have the highest NCAA rating this year? Who's going to be that top lineman?
I'm not sure right now, but hey, we'll see when it comes out. I just want to see what my speed is. I don't want them to disrespect my speed.
Who would you think would
Last question.
who do you guys think would be the highest rated player out of anybody else?
No, or T-Mac.
Crazy. It's T-Mac and Jonah. That's who I got.
I'd say them too.
And then I want to see Stooks and Speedy and them speeds. I'm excited for that.
Noah, if you could talk about Kevin Green's progress so far. You played with him last year a little bit in the second group, but now that he's with the starting unit, the slot, just talk about his overall.
Yeah, Kevin, that's my boy, and we've kind of been on this roller coaster together. We kind of recruited each other, came in the same time, came in that spring, and then up until the Stanford game, it was me and him pretty much for 2 years. So that's my boy. It's been great to see him kind of growing into his own. Every time he gets an opportunity, and you could talk all the way back to his true freshman year of practice, and then the couple opportunities he got in games last year, he always rises to the occasion, always makes plays that people are expecting him to make. So I'm expecting to have a breakout year. His habits have been changing dramatically on and off the field. So focus-wise, I think he's in a really good spot, and I'm excited to see him have that breakout year everybody's looking for.